It's week 10 of the 2025 season, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bears and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the booth, and the talk about this game, Brock, is centered, not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year and now in their second seasons here in the NFL.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's year 2, year 5, year 10, or Tom Brady, like 30 years later. They still remember every guy in their class. And when you look across and you see your peer, you are linked together in that draft. You're also linked together in this league that knows how hard getting any win on any day is.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now it looks like we have somebody who was shaken up on that play. You gotta hope this is nothing serious. Austin Eckler, the player the trainers are headed out there for. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completes this one to Hill. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate, from guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Escapes a defender. And they bring him down around the 34. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. The Commanders going field goal here. This 32 yards out on the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start. Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Williams with 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. He'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. Gage makes the catch. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Robinson on the inside give. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 31. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First down throw by Williams. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 27. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 2nd and 3 now. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He'll cobble together a yard there. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Brushes him off with ease. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
An option give to Robinson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Daniels finds his target, Robinson. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Romadudze touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Daniels to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Completed to Hurst. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Bears football. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Sideline throw complete to Cooper. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, Williams. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Running it after the penalty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the pistol, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Whistle sound as the defense decides to call timeout. 3rd and long for him here. He just throws this one away.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And it's a real short gain here, tackled at the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another carry for Robinson. He loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get... While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Third and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for Daniels. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. It's Dotson on the catch. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. We've got an injured player after that one, and this is a scary sight. Terry McLaurin, the one who's shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This is Robinson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he drives this forward to the 6. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears 7.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So 2nd down coming up. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jayden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Slot receiver headed left. On the give, here's Robinson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going run again with Swift. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Williams to throw on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. To throw is Williams. He's going deep this time. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Jayden Johnson with the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finding Hurst. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, Daniels to the air. This one finds Gage. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here's Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Short pass caught by his tight end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bryce Young, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Tyler Scott now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 44-yard
Staying
line.
grounded with Swift. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Has the connection to Adunze.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. To throw, Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He still has room inside the 30. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jalen Johnson with the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go counter, it's Moss. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Running on 2nd with Moss. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Daniels back to throw. Gage makes the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Able to find Peoples-Jones here. And they bring him down around the 34.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. From the red zone now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Has room into the secondary, and he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Bears 13.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now it looks like we have somebody who was shaken up on that play. You gotta hope this is nothing serious. Austin Eckler, the player the trainers are headed out there for. They're out and set, first and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Moss hauls it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he reaches the 35 before going out. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Bears first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Pass caught by Odunze. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He gets this to Tyler Scott. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Williams from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw is Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this, couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A toss now to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Daniels from the pistol. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Throwing now, Daniels. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Moss with another carry. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing on second and real long here. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams to throw. That's to his back, Roschon Johnson. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Moss. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. 3rd down, here's Williams. Rolling left, buying some time. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 26-yard line.
He gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Now Daniels off the play action. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first. An option give to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Jordan McGee on the coverage.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete. It's Cooper. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We'll pause here for an injured player, and that's Amari Cooper who's being worked on after that play. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trail by 8. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw. Completed here to Komet. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Coverage by Mikey Sammerskill.
Setting up to pass. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Has the connection to Adunze. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. And that one's unsuccessful. Looking for the back that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he takes it in for the touchdown, down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Chicago.